You can call me Petra or you can call me Bothix. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. The Camicostus cuspidatus flowered 5 times this season, spring and summer. The flowers look absolutely gorgeous, glittering, orange, amazing. Fine quality, perfect, 10 out of 10. The berries, the blackberries, are all growing. The flowers start off like this and then casually go into a little bit more fuzzier and then grow into way fuzzier, more into a berry, and then into a fully formed berry, more green, starts to go a little bit of a maroony green colour, and then they gradually get more and more red. But the thing is, I pruned it at just before 2 weeks before summer and spring began. The thing is, after spring and summer they had like 50 berries, so I want to keep them for the birds for food for when they starve. The fact is that blackberries are a prolific weed, so constant pruning every 2 months. I don't know anyone with a failing blackberry, whether they've cut it in any season. I have raspberries, blackberries and 2 bushes of boysenberries. What I love to do is 2 bushes for the birds, 2 bushes for me. My Camicostus cuspidatus is actually growing really well with multiple pups, like 6. And at the beginning of spring, my banana grew so much. About 3 or 4 of these pseudostems. Pseudostem is a fancy word of saying it only grows 1 leaf at a time. The other banana you saw was a Mulching. This one is a dwarf Cavendish. Mulching, the big ones, grow to 3 to 5 meters. This one though grows to 1.3 to 1.8 meters. On both bananas, I clipped on the big one a couple of leaves, but this little one I ended up clipping a lot of the leaves and only leaving 2. So with any clippings, I've basically cut them out and used all my tropical plants as breakdownable organic matter. My sugarcane had a fungal infection, so what I did is I cut it all the way down to the fungal infection bit by bit. After doing that and making sure the infection was gone, you can see that there's little tiny pups off the side. There's probably about 8 now, and I'll make a follow-up video. What is bananas without the B? It's ananas. Anyway, ananas lucidus, also known as the pineapple. This one is a red pineapple. The little spirals are now kicking off again now that it is spring and summer, and since I gave it a prune. Ice cream bean has also grown so big, 2 extra leaves. This here is actually a leaf formation and not to be confused with a bean pod from the ice cream bean plant. These are the weeds I was left with. I pulled them all out by hand. Then we were left with a couple little roots and maybe some dead ones. We all pulled them all out and ended up hoeing that. This was the end product before I put the plants in. I wanted to leave some sort of roots just for more organic matter. And this was after I did the garden bed with the plants, garden bed 2 and garden bed 1. So because it was so hot these last few days, a scorching 28 to 33 degrees. Water in morning before the sun comes up. It's called turgid. It is the best time to water them. And like right now in this photo, I would alternatively look at your sunset timing and make sure that you do it 1 hour before the sun sets. This is a potted marigold. Potted marigolds are good for ladybirds, lacewings and hoverflies, parasitic wasps, and it also attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies. These are really good paired with pumpkins, as marigolds potted or marigolds African are shallow rooted, meaning that they don't compete with other plants. Pumpkins are also really good for insects, beneficially, like as long as you pair them with other pollinating flowers and make sure that they have enough room and don't compete. Borage is probably the number 1 companion plant for pumpkins, or any squash for that matter, and cucumbers. It is good for attracting ladybirds, bees, hoverflies and butterflies, and parasitic wasps. It also deters hornworms and cabbage worms, some types of beetles, and snails and slugs. I also chose forget-me-nots as it's shallow-rooted and not very competitive, also great pollinator. This is an African marigold, the puffy ones. These African marigolds are great at repelling aphids, mosquitoes, whiteflies and nematodes, but can also deter hornworms and asparagus beetle. Yet again attracts beneficial insects like ladybirds, bees and butterflies, hoverflies and parasitic wasps. Oregano is best paired with tomatoes. Apparently it brings out the flavour of the taste of the tomato. Again, it is a good pollinator, beneficial insects come to it. Also, like tomatoes, oregano loves a warm soil. Those beneficial insects, and also because of the smell of the oregano, means it can easily deter aphids, cabbage worms, cucumber beetles, mosquitoes and other flying insects. Alyssum is a good pollinator as well. Puffy white little tufts of flowers. They are great for biodiversity and for all those insects and for all around your plants to be teeming with life. It is low growing and grows across the ground rather than up. So it's great to control weeds and truly is a great gap filler for the garden. These are my Russian reds. Tomatoes, so I'm going to end up making these into an Italian sauce and then canning them. Also putting a quick note there that you make sure that all these plants listed are completely and totally pruned and maintained. 2 weeks before I did the planting, I ended up making a mulch. So when you make a mulch and you have smaller plants, it's very beneficial for nutrients, keeping it warm, making sure weeds don't grow again. I personally like to use grass clippings. It's just super beneficial and easy to get when you mow your lawns all the time. The idea is to put some bird perches on the trees and the fences, while also planting 2 star jasmines to go across the fence. With the 2 garden beds, this will be very, very, very good and beneficial. I will be also putting some thyme around those garden beds, but I want to get rid of those 2 garden beds that are pushed up against the side of the fence and make 2 more. I ended up coming back to my hydrangea actually flowering. I actually truly love the red colours over the blue, but it's all up to you. I do know that you can change hydrangea's colour by changing the nutrient input from more acidic and more alkaline to make more blue and more red. This sounds so funny, but the shampoo plant, right, has died 3 or 4 times and keeps coming back randomly like a magical fucking joke. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, help. I also, from about since April 2025, I have gone from 115 kgs to 70. My thought process is get healthy, F the system, live off the earth. Get job, get money, get house. I have at the end of next year in June going to bring out an album every month for a year. I'm going to try and make bank off it with the words I've been thinking about, and I've got the art all done and album artwork. Going to also get some plots of land and some guarantors and like finances together to start doing a business in music and art as well as this. Also, new intro and outro tomorrow. This is Bothet's production, also known as Petra Star. I hope you like this video and see you next time.